A nice setting here, the Gaddafi Stadium. If anyone's going to swing the ball, it'll be Shaminder Vas, who's turned in some excellent performances in this competition.
He's also used the angle to bowl across to the right-hander very well. Kept the batsman guessing.
And that's perfectly illustrated with that ball. He speared it across and had the batsman playing away through gully. They've always been difficult, these left-armers, over the wicket to right-handers. Some of them cut the ball away, some of them actually swing it away, which is difficult to do. But they certainly pose problems. Some batsmen of international standard have even had to change their batting styles to accommodate them.
And there is that natural outswinger that the left-hander bowls. That's the one that right-handers find more difficult to look out for.
Taylor's in form with both the cover drive and the pull shot.
Well, Taylor's obviously got a hang of the wicket very quickly, because while the earlier over saw him play the drive, this time he's picked the bounce very early and pulled it away for a boundary. It's very important for batsmen to get a measure of the wicket very quickly.
The three boundaries that have been hit, a very good indication that this could be a high-scoring game if the players play to their potential and to the way the pitch looks.
Yes, it does look like a very good batting wicket. The pace is there, and there's a lot of even bounce as well, and which will only mean that there's going to be a lot of hard work for the bowlers. They really won't get much help from this wicket. And if the batsman has to get out, it'll be only because he's over-ambitious.
Not only does the outfield look fast and relatively unaffected by the rain, which is very heavy, at about 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock this morning. There's lightning coming through my window and a bit of thunder as well. Wasn't quite what we wanted to hear. Of the 22 on the board so far, Taylor has 12. Take a single to take it along to 23 for no wicket off 5. Beautiful stroke. Played with delightful ease. Really only just helped it around, didn't smash it.
Yes, he picked it up very early. He picked it up as the one that Shaminder Vas angles across to the right-hander, but it was the ball coming into the left-hander, and he just helped it along. Not too much of power in it, just a little bit of guidance as far as the direction is concerned. And it's another boundary to Mark Taylor. He really is batting with a lot more confidence.
Oh, that's a good shot. Well, Taylor's in the mood, and it's now gone on to 31 for no wicket. 6 overs have gone through. I think he likes the pitch, that's the first thing. Good footwork. Footwork's been excellent. Again, that comes from a touch of confidence. Mark Taylor's moving along very smoothly. He's on 22. Mark Waugh on 12. And in the commentary box now, Ian Chappell. Alongside him will be Geoffrey Boycott.
Thanks, Richie, and hello to all of our viewers. Very good start for Australia. In the air and straight down Jayasuriya's throat. So that's a terrific breakthrough for Sri Lanka. Mark Waugh, as I mentioned before play started, if he bats for a reasonable amount of time, Australia are always going to set a big target. So that's a blow for Australia and a boost for Sri Lanka.
Yes, I think any early wicket's a good wicket, but this one in particular is a huge one for Sri Lanka. Very quick scoring batsman, elegant player Mark Waugh, and being in top form. So they'll think they've got the biggest wicket they could get. 36 for 1 Australia.
Ricky Ponting coming in at number 3, has 2 centuries to his name at this level, and one of them is against Sri Lanka, made at the MCG on the 9th of January this year. That's the 123 you see there. He came in, and Australia were, well, they weren't in great strife when he came in, but they lost a couple of wickets. He played extremely well. His other 100 was against the West Indies at Jaipur. Plays pace bowling very well, Ricky Ponting. Runs quickly. And he comes in at the fall of Mark Waugh's wicket. Mark Waugh looking at the pitch as he walked off, as though the ball didn't quite come on to him.
I just think it's one of those balls that you flip at and get there a little bit too early. When you do that, you tend to look at the pitch and blame anything but yourself, but I just think he got into that a little early and then just chipped it up in the air rather than waiting for the ball a little bit.
Well, it's been that sort of World Cup for this man, Jayasuriya. He seems to be the right man in the right place. When he hasn't been thrashing attacks all over the park, as in the semi-final when he missed out, got a naught, but suddenly Jayasuriya was bobbing up, throwing the stumps down, taking catches and getting wickets, and he was awarded the trophy, the Audi, for the most valuable player of the tournament. So it's been one of those sorts of tournaments where he just seems to be in the right place at the right time. Sri Lanka will be hoping that his form is good this evening. And Chaminda Vaas asking the question. Umpire Shepherd says no.
Yes, I don't think there's any doubt about this. It moved off the seam. You see it pitching and going down leg side. Look where the keeper's going.
Excellent shot. Bit of width there. And Chaminda Vaas really punished.
Yeah, that's an easy ball to hit. It's so wide, he just threw everything at it. Pitches on, running across, and bang. He's got to keep it fairly straight and tuck up the right-handers a little bit.
Muralidharan, I guess he'll be looking forward to this contest, as have all the Sri Lankan players. They've said ever since their tour of Australia that they want a crack at Australia on the subcontinent. Well, they've got their wish and they've got it in the final. Let's see if they're good enough now to back up that wish.
Didn't time that particularly well, Ricky Ponting, but you could see from the type of stroke that anything with width, he just threw the bat at it. I still feel it's so important the spinners aren't out of the attack for too long. If the spinners can get it to turn, they'll be a vital factor for Sri Lanka.
That might be the problem for them, Geoffrey. I'm not sure it's going to turn too much out there. And wide called by umpire Buckner. He's a good bowler, Wickramasinghe, but he's a bit inconsistent. He bowls some good deliveries, but unfortunately too many bad ones thrown in.
Yes, you can get away with an odd one down leg side like this in a test match, but his accuracy for one-day cricket just lets him down a bit. It was the same in the semi-final. He just not quite as good as Vass at the other end.
That's beautifully hit. Just inside the rope. Lovely timing, and brings up the 50 for Australia.